Hey, hockey fans! Welcome back to the Oilers Fanatic. Today, we continue the Pacific Division comparison series, taking a look at the Oilers' 7 Pacific Division rivals and seeing how the goaltending, top 4 defensemen, and top 6 forwards on each team compare to the Oilers. Once I have gone through all 7 teams, I'll give my verdict on how the standings will look and where I think the Oilers will finish at the end of the regular season. The sources for the numbers and line combinations I'll use for my comparisons are Cap Friendly and Daily Faceoff. In our first 3 installments, we covered the Vancouver Canucks, Los Angeles Kings, and Anaheim Ducks. We continue our series with a look at the San Jose Sharks. Last season, the Sharks failed to qualify for the playoffs. California as a whole is not in good shape hockey-wise. The Kings made some solid moves this summer, but the Ducks were quiet. The Sharks made some additions to the bottom 6, but aren't likely to take a step forward this season. The team is facing an internal battle currently with the whole Evander Kane gambling fiasco. It's not looking too good. Some key additions they have made over the summer include Nick Bonino and Andrew Cogliano. They also traded for goaltender Aiden Hill. Let's begin by comparing the goaltenders. Mike Smith versus Aiden Hill. Mike Smith finished last year with a goals against average of 2.31 and a save percentage of .923 in 32 games. Aiden Hill finished last year with a goals against average of 2.74 and a save percentage of .913 in 19 games. Smith was the stronger goaltender last season, but Hill played well in more limited duty. Acquired from the Arizona Coyotes this summer, Hill will get more playing time and get a chance to show what he can do. Hill should grow into a better goaltender in the years to come, but for now, I'm going to give the edge to Smith. Mikko Koskinen versus James Reimer. Mikko Koskinen finished last year with a goals against average of 3.17 and a save percentage of .899 in 26 games. James Reimer finished last year with a goals against average of 2.66 and a save percentage of .906 in 22 games. Reimer posted superior numbers to Koskinen last season, with Koskinen only appearing in 4 more games. Over his career, Reimer has shown he's the more reliable goaltender, and I don't see this changing next season. I give the edge to Reimer. Overall, it's a draw. Let's move on to the defense. We're going to look at the top 4 D-men for each team. Darnell Nurse versus Mario Ferraro. Ferraro is a young prospect for the Sharks, entering his 3rd season. Nurse is a now proven number 1 D-man for the Oilers. The edge goes to Nurse. Tyson Barrie versus Brent Burns. Brent Burns looks to be in decline compared to his early career numbers, but he still posted solid numbers last season. Barrie posted a strong offensive season, but his defending can leave you wanting more. I don't see a clear-cut winner, so I'll call this one a draw. Duncan Keith versus Nikolai Knizov. Knizov is another young prospect for the Sharks. He may turn into a solid D-man, but I can't put him ahead of a proven veteran yet. Keith takes the edge. Cody Ceci versus Erik Karlsson. Like Brent Burns, Karlsson's numbers have been declining, so this isn't the automatic victory it appears to be. Ceci and Karlsson were close in numbers and close overall. I call this a draw. By a score of 2-0, I give the overall edge to the Oilers. I'll now compare the projected top 6 forwards for each team. I'm placing Zach Cassidy in the top 6, based on him being signed, his current salary, and speculation he will be given an opportunity there. It can very easily end up being Kyler Yamamoto or another right winger in that slot. Zach Hyman versus Evander Kane. This matchup may never even come to pass. Apparently, many of Kane's own teammates don't want him on the roster going forward. Kane is coming off a strong season last year, but even if he plays this year, I don't anticipate it going well. I give the edge to Hyman. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins versus Timo Meier. Nuge has been the more consistent performer, and I see him having a strong comeback year. They are closely matched, but I give Nuge the edge. Connor McDavid versus Logan Couture. A strong veteran and consistent performer for the Sharks, Couture is a solid center, but not better than Connor. McDavid takes the edge. Leon Draisaitl versus Tomas Hertl. Hertl is another strong center for the Sharks, but not stronger than Draisaitl. Leon takes the edge. Jesse Puljujarvi versus Kevin Labanc. Jesse and Kevin are very closely matched in every category. It's too close to call. This one is a draw. Zach Kassian versus Alexander Barabanov. Barabanov had a quick start with the Sharks after being traded by the Leafs, picking up 3 goals and 4 assists in 7 games. I can't see him keeping up that pace, though. Kassian has something to prove, and I believe he will bounce back enough to post superior numbers. I give the edge to Kassian. By a score of 5-0, I give the Oilers the edge at forward. Final tally, goaltending is a draw, defense and forwards goes to Edmonton. The Edmonton Oilers take the edge in this matchup. In our next installment, we will feature the Vegas Golden Knights. What do you guys think? Who will finish higher in the standings? Sound off in the comments below. Enjoying the videos? Please like and subscribe for all the latest Oilers content. You've been listening to The Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.